They killed the giant, and then they airlifted him out by helicopter to Bagram Airfield. And this is where our pilot picks up the story, and he's there to load the body. And so they had to weigh the cargo to put it on the airplane. And the load master weighed it at 1,500 pounds. Subtracting the pallet, the air cargo pallet, they knew that the body weighed exactly 1,100 pounds, or approximately, I should say, 1,100 pounds. But they knew that was the weight because that was the weight that was being loaded onto the human-third. 1,100 pounds. So 12 foot tall, 1,100 pounds. And 6 fingers, 6 toes. And then the pilot, after they loaded the cargo, he had to take it to Qatar and unload it in Qatar. And then he told me he heard through the grapevine that the dead giant, ultimately made its way to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Now, he didn't know for sure, but that's what he heard.
Candace Owens just connected Erica Kirk to Jeffrey Epstein, allegedly. In 2015, Erica begins tweeting about being a casting recruiter in LA. And then between 2015 and 2017, she's confirmed with multiple people who worked at Next Model Management, multiple people, that Erica is seen taking multiple meetings at Next Model Agency. And if you know, and if you've been following the Epstein files, this is one of the agencies where there were a lot of girls, beeped through, okay, traffic? All right, allegedly. So if you've already been following me, you know I covered fake kids a while back, but let me just refresh you with what Candace is saying. So she says Jeffrey Epstein is a regular at Next Model's management offices, as he is extremely close with the founder, Faith Cates. She will eventually be forced to step down because of the scandal. Candace says she believes that Erica knew Trump as well as Epstein well before she knew Charlie Kirk. This is huge. So the connection could be not just through the pageants that Trump was running, but also through modeling agency that Epstein was using to traffic women. So there's lots of connections here. And Candace calls it a lot of synergy between Epstein and Erica Kirk. Between 2015 and 2017, Erica is seen taking multiple meetings at Next Model Management with Faith Cates business guys. In particular, this modeling company procured a lot of Eastern European models. Romania, anybody? And it's unclear why Erica was involved with the modeling agency at all. Candace goes on to say that she, of course, went out to Erica Kirk for comments. And she's given her about 48 hours, and all she has received is crickets, silence, no comment. And if you guys have been following me, you know that I've made a possible connection between Erica Kirk's Turning Point Network, Turning Point Action, and Epstein's former Zorro Ranch, which is now called San Rafael Ranch, and owned by Def Huffins, whose son is on Trump's cabinet, and Turning Point Action has endorsed him. You guys think I should email Candace about this other possible Erica Kirk connection? Allegedly, in my opinion, possibly.
Beat Candace Owens to it. So over the weekend, Erica Kirk was just given a position with the U.S. military in leadership that will help oversee one of the most elite military academies in the country. So the obvious question is, why Erica Kirk? Why now? And why is somebody with zero military background suddenly in an important leadership role connected to the oversight of future U.S. military leadership? Because the timing is strange. This just happened right as geopolitical tensions are rising. We're seeing more and more discussions about military readiness. They're suddenly reappearing in the national conversation. And the political rhetoric around the conflict is escalating almost daily. And at the same time, Donald Trump is facing growing political pressure while the United States and its allies are staring down a rapidly escalating situation involving Iran. And that context matters. Appointments inside structures connected to the U.S. military don't happen overnight. And they certainly don't tend to appear quietly during moments of very intense geopolitical tension. Decisions about who sits inside institutions that shape future military leadership are normally very deliberate and highly visible, which is why this one immediately raises eyebrows. And we only noticed it because we have Erica Kirk alerts set up, and this was covered in a small outlet in Colorado. They picked up the story before any national press did. It barely registered anywhere else, not even on Twitter. But once you look at the role Erica Kirk has been placed into, and once you start connecting it to everything else happening right now, the situation becomes really interesting. And about war, political promises, and institutions that shape the next generation of military leadership are a big deal. Because if you just rewind just a few months from the central message from Donald Trump and now J.D. Vance during their campaign, that they were going to market with messaging that America needed to avoid being dragged into another major conflict. They repeatedly warned that the country was heading straight towards new wars and argued that ordinary Americans would end up paying the price. One of the most emotionally powerful lines in that campaign was the idea that voters were choosing between endless foreign wars with Kamala and a government that would keep the country out of them. That message resonated with a lot of voters. Fast forward to today, and the tone of that conversation looks super different. We have now tensions involving Iran, which have escalated rapidly. Analysts are now openly debating how far the situation could spiral, and suddenly Washington is talking about military readiness, again, in a way that we haven't heard in years, in my lifetime. And then the draft conversation started resurfacing. The United States hasn't had to use conscription in decades, but the moment the word draft even enters a conversation,
Princess Diana, before she died, he said these people are actually reptilians.
Yes.
She said they're from some Gencronian star system or some crazy shit.
And then they crash Earth.
Yeah, and they crash Earth. When a human being eats another human being, it causes brain damage. When that happens, it's like, okay, how much can you actually do that before you actually, it's to the detriment of your, yeah, exactly. So for these people to do that for this extended period of time, it's like, they're not human.
Rothschild has been around hundreds of years. I think that they have the blood of some extraterrestrial that from the very start.
You think they're like hybrids?
Kind of, yes.
Some type of lineage or something that makes sense towards connected to them.
Oh shit! Yo, that scared the mess out of me, man.
A bunch of stuff that's poisoning us that we should be like really concerned about right now.
There's birth control in the water.
Yeah. One, Alex Jones was right about the atrazine and what it does to frogs.
Like I'm putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Two, there's a bunch of other stuff that's probably androgenizing us. That's not good. You know, women take hormonal birth control. They then, urinate. That goes into the water system. A lot of cities recycle their water, but we don't have any specific filtration mechanism for those hormones. So they just get recycled and pumped back into the municipal water supply.
So is this like a significant amount of birth control in the water?
Yes.
And there's an infertility problem?
Yes.
How does it affect males, do you know?
It makes you more asexual. Yeah, so it makes you less of a guy and more of a sort of, I don't know, like the way that most guys are now.
The way that most guys are now.
Yeah.
I've heard there's so many conspiracies about the chemtrails, and I've heard that they're spraying estrogen in the air to...
Well, let me tell you something, though.
Oh, shit, here we go.
So, the material that we use, it freezes the liquid in cloud into snowflakes that fall, right? Pure testosterone. It's not as effective, but it's almost as effective as silver iodide. So, if we really want to make America healthy again...
While the United States government is saying that we are now on a path to deploying American troops on the ground in Iran, elites are buying bunkers. That's right, bunker sales have surged tenfold, and the CEO of Atlas Survival Shelters said that 2 senior Trump cabinet members are recent buyers of these shelters. These bunkers are equipped with LED screens that can give the illusion of skylights while being underground. State-of-the-art air quality systems, of course, food and water storage, hidden entrances and exits to avoid unnecessary attention, and even escape tunnels. Just for this one company, sales are expected to hit $50 million next month, with models ranging from $20,000 up to luxury models that cost $5 million. But the question is, if there's nuclear fallout and all of our nature is destroyed, who wants to live underground anyways? And what about the people above ground that survive?
What do you think we're going to do in your face about your bunker? What do you think we're going to teach our kids about the bunker people?
As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Now that you know the conspiracy theorists are right about basically everything, here are some other facts that you need to accept. Dinosaurs are not real, but dragons are. Our sky is being sprayed with poison and nanobots. Climate change is not real, at least not in the way they tell you it is. They're just using it to limit your your travel, taxing more, and selling you products like electric vehicles. Fluoride is calcifying your pineal gland to disconnect you from the divine power within you. Cathedrals and other architectural wonders were not just buildings, they were part of a grid for free energy. Israel did 9/11. Bill Gates created ticks that can make you allergic to red meat. Viruses have never been proven in a lab. They're basically a boogeyman. All vaccines cause rates of illness to skyrocket. Yes, Susan, even the polio one. Government is just organized crime with a fancy name. The World Economic Forum talks about depopulating the earth. These are the people making decisions for your health. Hospitals literally kill people to harvest the organs and sell them on the black market. The Air Force has direct energy weapons and they use them to create natural disasters so then they can take the land for dirt cheap. They also use geoengineering to create and control large storms for the same purpose. Modern farming is destroying the soil and leaving our food with little to no nutrients. If you go to most grocery stores, by the time your food makes it to the table, it has zero nutritional value. Either buy local or buy frozen. Seed oils cause heart problems, not butter and healthy fats. The runoff water from the chemical they use in nonstick pans causes birth defects and poisoned an entire community that lived near a DuPont facility. Watch the Devil We Know documentary. This is what you're cooking your food in. The government can use frequency manipulation to alter your brainwaves. 5G and 6G were not created for faster phone service. People who live closer to electrical facilities and 5G towers have a higher likelihood of cancer. They're poisoning your food, air, water, and personal products because they want you to be gay and retarded. Conspiracy theorists don't tell you these things to make you depressed and nihilistic. We tell you so that you can make empowered decisions for yourself and your family. We don't get out of this mess by putting our fucking heads in the sand.
Pizzagate was totally made up.
Shut up.
It was an outrageous allegation that ended up hurting a number of people. I can't believe you're even referencing it.
Look at her face, bro.
I find it quite sad, but also disturbing that people would believe some of what is put forth, like Pizzagate.
Just admit that you motherfuckers were eating babies. You.
Oh my, I can't believe that this is the image that he has up here. Wow.
You motherfuckers were eating babies. You go read the file and it is so obvious that they had their own language in this shit. When she got asked about other words, I mean, her reaction was visceral. She was frustrated, flabbergasted. That doesn't seem like an innocent woman to me. Allegedly. But what do you think?
This is Edie Lutnick, Howard Lutnick's sister. And what do you know? She has direct ties to Ghislaine Maxwell. In 2012, after Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of sex crimes, Ghislaine Maxwell started Terra Mar, a non-profit organization to help protect the high seas. Well, you know, good old Edie just happened to be a founding member and supporter of the organization. And this is years after Howard said that he had cut all ties with Jeffrey Epstein. Edie and Howard are close. They're not some distant relatives. Edie Lutnick is a lawyer. She's also the co-founder and serves as the president of the Cantor Fitzgerald Relief Fund that was established shortly after 9/11 at Howard's request to support the families that passed from 9/11. And one of the craziest parts is that just like Howard Lutnick, she just happened to not be in the Twin Towers that day. Howard, his wife, asked him to pick up the kids from school, and in Edie's case, it happened because of a canceled appointment. This is one lucky family and also one that seems to be entrenched in the Epstein-Ghislaine Maxwell circle. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Holy crap on a crackerback, man. Guess who shows up in a picture with Tyler Robinson? You guys know who Tyler Robinson is, don't y'all? Of course you do. He's the guy the FBI claims assassinated Charlie Kirk. But why is Charlie Kirk's wife in the picture with Tyler Robinson? Try to figure that one out.